Dexter Season 7 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching, you're watching Dexter, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any sort of spoilers. This will be Dexter Season 7 Episode 9. The title of this episode is called Helter Skelter. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Dexter is on his boat with Hannah, and they're having a very good time. Although Hannah is afraid of water, she tells him from back when she was younger. Hannah asks Dexter if he's ever felt scared, and Dexter says, "Well, no." And Hannah says that he can talk to her about that stuff. So what a couple, what a woman that Hannah is to offer Dexter that comfort. I don't care what any of you say. Dexter and Hannah are definitely the best couple on this show, at least for Dexter. Isaac Serco talks to Jurg. Isaac says that Jurg can go, but he insists on staying by Isaac Serco's side as he's very loyal. Then they get a call from Oleg, who's accepted a hit on Isaac Serco, and he tells Jurg that we're going to need some help. Dexter is at home. His dark passenger narration says, "Hannah keeps wanting me to open up, but I don't know how to open up." And then Dexter gets ready to leave out the front door, and Isaac Serco is standing there. Uh-oh. He tells Dexter to relax. "You're safe. As for me, I wish I could say the same." Isaac Serco tells Dexter he needs the element of surprise, and that man is you. Dexter, unfortunately, declines Isaac Serco's proposal. Crime scene time. Someone's been burned to a crisp in a car. "Holy Philea fuck. Who are you?" Deb says as she sees Phil Basso, and he had met her at the church burning. I don't recall if he was actually there or not. I don't remember that, but he might have been. Or maybe they're just saying that he was. But Dexter tells Deb he's okay with what she says. He's been the number one constant, or she's been the number one constant in his life, and Deb wants to take it all back. Isaac Serco wants to talk, and it is at Dexter's place. Tells Dexter Jurg has been keeping tabs on him because Isaac was there before Dexter arrived home. And Isaac Serco says that Dexter's being too stubborn to not help him. And then Dexter pulls a knife out on Isaac Serco and threatens him. And if he tells Dexter if he helps him, he'll get Hannah back, as Jurg has Hannah chained up. And Dexter takes the knife away, and Isaac's like, if you were going to kill me, I'd already be dead, sort of thing. Jurg tells Hannah to find something for them to watch on TV, and none of that reality shit. Isaac Serco shows Dexter the guys that are after him, and some of the work that they've done, or the guys have done. Isaac Serco asks Dexter, "Now, how many men have you killed?" Dexter says, "A lot." Dexter tells him his needs are different, and if anything happens to Hannah, he'll find out why he's a killer. Dexter asks Deb to pull the surveillance off Isaac Serco. Dexter tells Deb he doesn't want Isaac/Jurg to kill Hannah. Deb says she'll pull the surveillance off Isaac Serco, but don't expect me to ever be okay with who you're doing this for. Deb, you really gotta relax on Hannah. I know she was the reason that Saul Price died, but just relax, Deb. LaGuerta goes to visit Tom Matthews on his boat. She says she stopped by to see how he's doing. She tells Matthews that she thinks the Bay Harbor Butcher is still alive, and the blood slide that she found at Travis Marshall's murder. Matthews says that he'll only help if she'll get him, or if it'll get her back to Cuba. Get her a lift back to Cuba. And apparently she was thinking that Matthews may have been a suspect on this because he had a boat. And he's like, "I had my operation at that time. Check the records." Dexter is at target practice right next to Oleg, and Dexter actually stabs him while he's laying down shooting with his rifle. So made short work of him, and he's willing to be bait for the other guy. Dexter wants to be bait, which is surprising. Deb tells Dexter they found Jurg's car abandoned. She asks how he doesn't know if Isaac won't kill Hannah anyways. He says that he doesn't, and Deb tells Dexter he'll never be safe with Hannah, as she's a killer. Yeah, but she doesn't like killing. She feels remorse about it. Dexter likes killing. He's worse than her. Dexter goes to Isaac Serko's place. He wants to talk to Hannah. Isaac calls Jurg, and Hannah is put on the line, and Dexter and her get to video chat. Isaac Serko tells Dexter Hannah, he's listening to what Dexter's saying, and he says that she was trying to comfort him. And Dexter was just saying, he's an idiot because he said likewise. That was one of his responses to her. Isaac tries to give Dexter some advice when it comes to relationships, which is nice. That's awesome. I love Isaac Serko. He's awesome. And then Dexter takes a look at the screenshot of the video that he had with Hannah, because he sent it to his phone. He thinks that it's at one of the Colombians' houses that Isaac had killed at the bar earlier in the season because of a soccer ball that they had found. And then there's another burn victim. The other assassin, Caffrey, is at the scene of the crime. Dexter tells Deb he thinks Hannah may be held at one of the dead man's homes. George fucked Nadia. Quinn pushes George through the glass. Wow. All there is for Hannah to eat is cornflakes. Tells Jurg to pick some tomatoes, and she can't go anywhere. She's chained up. He'll be all right. Dexter leads Caffrey onto a shipping boat. Isaac Serko shoots him and kills Caffrey with a gun equipped with a silencer. So both of these assassins were very easily dispatched. Matthews wants to help LaGuerta now. He wants to get reinstated just so he can get his full pension money, and then he'll help out. Hannah and Jurg get into it as she puts a lot of pepper in his food, and then he had stabbed Hannah. Dexter and Isaac Serko throw their weapons in the ocean so they can talk. Isaac's gun and Dexter's knife. George from the club, the foxhole, shows up and shoots Isaac Serko. Isaac says he's a dead man as the bullet's still inside. And during this, Dexter had killed George. I'm not sure if that's actually happened yet or not. I guess I'm not. That happened maybe afterwards, and I just haven't got to that part yet. But Deb arrives at the Colombian's place. Hannah and Jurg are both on the ground. Lots of blood near Hannah. Jurg is dead, and Hannah's killed another. But Hannah's in danger. She's lost a lot of blood, so Deb actually calls for an ambulance from Hannah as she still has a pulse. Isaac tells Dexter Hannah needs to know how he feels about her. Dexter tells Isaac death has always calmed him. Dexter says with Hannah he feels like he doesn't have control and doesn't know if he wants to move on. Isaac Serko tells Dexter there's hope for him, and then he dies. Boo. Why are you going to let Isaac Serko die 9 episodes into the season? What a great character he was. So yeah, Dexter had already killed George, and for some reason I didn't put that in here, which is surprising, but whatever the case may be. Or no, you know what? I don't think George got away. I think that's why. You know what? Disregard what I said. I'm getting ahead of I don't know what happened. I haven't watched the next episode yet. So, anyway, Hannah's awake, and she's at the hospital and says it was self-defense. Hannah wonders why Deb had helped her. Why didn't you just leave me? Deb says she didn't want to be responsible for someone's death. 12 stitches for Hannah, but she'll be out of the hospital tomorrow. Dexter was worried he might never see her again. He tells Hannah that. Dexter says when he's with her, he feels safe. And that's the end of the episode. So I don't remember what happened to George, if he got away and they'll deal with him in the next episode, or he was shot. I would have assumed if he was shot and killed that I would have mentioned that. So I'm guessing that he's still good and he'll be taken care of. I don't recall. Surprisingly enough, I don't remember. So I'm going to score this episode an 8.7 out of it. It's still a great episode. I have some problems with a few things. They killed Isaac Serko, which really pissed me off. So, granted, I assumed that would happen, but they were starting to develop a friendship bond where maybe Isaac Serko could just go back to, overseas and be done with Dexter. I don't know. But we have a lot of good characters in this episode. The male character of the episode, I'm going to give it to Isaac Serco, but you have to mention Quinn and George in this episode as well. The female character of the episode, you got Deb and Hannah, both had great moments in this episode. I have Deb first, so I guess I'm giving it to Deb, but Hannah had some key moments of dialogue in the part on the boat where she doesn't really like boating, but her and Dexter are definitely doing good. And then we lost some characters in this episode. We lost Jurg. He was a good, bodyguard type. I'll give him a 6.8 out of 10, although we didn't get a lot of time with him. Isaac Serco as a villain / anti-villain, he's a 10 out of 10, easily. I think at this point he's the third best villain on Dexter, and I count Hannah as a villain on Dexter, so I would put her number 2, and I believe Isaac Serco number 3, but I will re-rank all those different rankings after I'm done with this show again. It's the 2 hitmen that we lost in this episode, well, they didn't really do anything. Oleg and Caffrey, so I'll give them each a 2 out of 10. If you want to give them a different score, by all means do so, but they, as hitman, were very, weak. So, I've rambled long enough. You've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. Smash the like button if you're a fan of Dexter or Dexter New Blood, especially to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Share the video with anybody that you want, or put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Dexter. What would you rate it? Who would be your male and female characters of the episode? And your overall scores for the people that we lost. Isaac Serco, Jurg, the 2 hitman. Whatever you got to say, put that down in the comment section. I respond to all comments. Although sometimes I don't get notifications of them, and I have to go into YouTube Studio to see what comments I've missed. And I don't always do that, although I'm getting better at doing that just in case I'm missing something. And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Or tell me what I need to do to have you subscribe to the channel. I know my videos are a little generic. I'm working on that. I just don't have the time to really put a lot into editing. That's my excuse for that. But don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, share your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.